so serious.
I've never heard anyone say white.
White is my favorite color. I think it looks so good. I think it's so clean. It pops out on anything you put it on. I love it whenever it snows and it's like a heavy snow and you wake up the next morning, everything is white. I just think it's so pretty. But white is my favorite color. Gray is my second. Black is my third. When people are like, no, okay, like a color, like on the color wheel, favorite color, green.
Okay. Yeah, green is cool.
But like dark green, like army green.
Yeah.
Forest green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very colorless person. I've always enjoyed black, white, and green. I just think they're very clean colors and they go with everything.
Yeah.
My gym was gray and black. Those
That's
are
nice.
Yep.
I mean, it makes all the color that's in here pop, though.
Yes.
Like, it's not oversaturated. It's just...
Like when you go into crunch, you're just like...
Yeah, you get a
like all orange.
migraine because it's just like...
Yes, it gives me... I don't know how to explain it. I just feels messy. When you got all those mixed colors everywhere like that, it just feels messy to me.
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Yes, it is. It's a visual exhaustion to look at. Like, I don't know why. It just is.
Imagine this, but in the same square footage as Crunch. Can you imagine a Reaper that size? With
about Alpha Land.
Yeah, that's exactly because
Alpha Land.
you have the quality here. But imagine if you combine, you would have.
What do you think the overall cost was to build Alpha Land? What do you think?
It depends on the brands of equipment because they have the sections. They got old school, they got new school, so you have some high end fancy machines. Which
It's 155,000 square feet inside, and the whole thing is like five. It's like 5 or 6. The golf course.
I bet it was $750 million.
There's a golf course there. There's tennis, basketball, swimming,
Mm-hmm.
soccer, football.
That's something that, like, if you owned as a facility, you could oversee everything and ensure everyone was doing it, and you could ensure that the trainers and the employees that work there were at that high level.
Not even like employee cost, just actual cost of
the equity in the land and the building.
Yeah, the build out. I mean that.
Hi, everybody.
It couldn't have been less than $1 billion.
Ask us your questions.
It had to have been $1 billion.
I do.
In weight equipment alone, there was $1 billion.
Oh, I guess it's probably about 1.5 bill if you put everything in.
How much do you think about Crunch? Okay.
I do. Thanks for being here.
You know how much the weight equipment at Crunch was?
Hi, Beatriz.
All the equipment.
How much?
$20 million.
Ah! Let alone
The equipment, not
just the equipment, not the building, not the paint.
Total was $20 million.
Hi, guys.
Or we're asking for it.
Yeah.
That was the cost of the turf, everything.
So I mean, at Alpha Land, you're probably talking at least 100,
Alpha
150.
Is inside.
Hi.
Inside, it's 5 crunches.
Ask us your question. Yeah, it's 5 crunches.
Inside. So
not even outside.
$100 million inside.
Yeah.
Then you want to take out the cost of turfing out a football field, a soccer field, a gigantic outdoor pool, 18 holes of golf.
Pokey.
What?
Yeah, they have so much that I want to go so bad. It looks so cool. Hello.
Is Crunch a chain?
They have sports.
Nazani?
Yeah, it's a crunch. It's a chain started out of Australia.
Hi.
Yeah, Crunch is
Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions about weight loss or fitness in general, ask us. Sorry, my hair's crazy. We were working out in the rain and I was getting dunked in a cold tub.
There's been a couple places that have started in Australia that have spread here. F45 is another one.
They have a good business model in Australia. They know how to work.
I thought about opening up an F45.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I like their business model.
Thanks for asking. I don't know much about them, but
I liked the business model. It was very functional training. It was a little bit safer than CrossFit, but it was also like...
I am.
It was only fitted for you to be so advanced, and after that it wasn't really being pushed anymore.
Yeah.
So I like the 45 build out. I like all the equipment they have. It's pretty cool.
I'll look them up more later. Look into it to get a better understanding.
Membership to Alpha Land.
65.
But they get volume.
But that is there. You don't get everything at Alpha Land for that cost.
No, that's just
There
gym.
are certain things like if you want to go golfing, you're paying per
Oh my god.
time you go.
Yeah.
If you want the spa, you're paying per time you go. They just happen to have those there. They do have an
United
all-inclusive
States.
membership that includes everything, but it is exclusive. Like you have to be invited to get that membership.
What?
Mhm.
And then if you are invited to get that membership, it costs like I want to say it's near it's like $2 or $3 grand a month.
And that's how you can get everything.
What?
You just live there. Because they have the
I was
food,
gonna
they
s-
have everything else.
That's literally like
But they have
Rent.
like they have places like if you wanted to stay there, they have like rooms at Alpha.
what?
Yeah, they have a lot.
They have like 20 rooms that they can accommodate people.
That's
Thank you for
insane.
United Kingdom.
And
Hello,
they
KJ.
have what
Thanks for
looks
joining
like
the
an
live.
entire, like, apparel.
Ask us
Yes,
for
they
questions.
have,
We're just chilling right
They
now.
have their own like food store in there. Like you can go get
Hi.
organic, like steak and stuff there.
Yeah,
Be so for
They have like a
real.
food court.
yeah.
Be so for real.
And that the
Alpha Land was like when I was in high school, I planned on opening up Alpha Land, essentially.
yeah.
It was like a project that I had. It was a school project, open your own business. You had unlimited funding. What would you do? And then show us your business model.
Mm-hmm.
No, this was college. This was undergrad. And I built out Alpha Land, essentially, not knowing.
It was gonna be a thing,
It was called Olympus Fitness.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
which would have been fitting. Every
But it had everything. It had its own little outlet mall. It had every kind of therapy you could have: massage therapy, physical therapy,
Absolutely.
occupational.
Tell me more about what you're doing currently to lose weight, and then we'll answer your question. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that this is a very scaled down version of what your Alpha Land would be. So it's like,
Whenever I remember, keep in mind this was like pre-2020. So
Get us those
whenever
answers.
we were
We'll
looking
get
at
you-
the
we'll get you
overall
upright.
build-out cost of what I wanted, I was in the 200 millions, 300 millions
well, yeah.
in cost like estimates.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look real, you know? Like the photos look
Fake.
Not
yeah,
real.
it's insane.
like,
It's
An actual millionaire / billionaire with my passion for fitness opened up. That is what you get if you gave me unlimited funding.
if they
Give me
get
unlimited funding to create a mecca of fitness. That's it, right there. Someone did it.
like he's a.
how many days do you
he's
go
a
to the gym? What do you
YouTuber.
do when you work out?
Yeah, I
And
guess.
what do you do to eat healthy? You gotta be real specific
Fitness
for us to
YouTuber
really be able to give you
and
some
owner.
meaningful advice.
He has 1 million followers.
The more you give us, the more we can help you. Yeah, and that's also why I want to make sure my YouTube blows up, because you get to do stuff like that. That's why I'm trying to put more time back into it. Because there for a while I was doing really good.
Excuse me, man. I've been told a million times I would be the perfect YouTube star, except for I don't care to figure out the algorithm or record myself.
That-
Or do any of that stuff. You utilize me.
That's
you
why
want me
I'm-
to go out there and offer people boxing gloves, random people to hit me in the face. You get 60 seconds to try and hit me in the face. I'll do it. We'll walk around and go offer the scariest looking dude some gloves, and he's got 60 seconds to hit me in the face in the parking lot of Walmart.
I mean, we could do that. That would definitely give me some very creative content.
Can you remind me what the high knee to SL?
Single leg airplane. Airplanes, yep. So
Airplanes are
one
pretty
more
nice.
here. Down,
And then up to, yeah.
open, close, up, up. And your goal is to not have to touch this.
Okay.
So you're barely using that just as like a safety support.
Is your phone going off?
Oh, that's my phone.
I don't think I'd ask someone to punch me.
He's good
But
enough. I
He's
don't-
fast.
I don't think
So
he
that
would
I
get hit, yeah.
Right.
If you guys, I'm going to the gym 4 days a week, and I've been running at a 3.9 speed for 20 minutes. I'm eating vegetables and protein mostly. Well, first thing is we need to figure out exactly how much protein you intake. Oh yeah, that's why they'll take us up on it.
Yeah. Well, people watching it, like, yeah, I want to see this guy get his butt kicked.
Oh yeah, and then every time
I'm trying to start
Well,
with
no, go
here,
ahead.
but
we need to
is,
figure out how much protein
I
you
messaged
intake
this
and how
one
many
guy.
calories you
He got back
burn while
with me
you're
one
working
time,
out.
But I'm trying to start a group up here.
If we're for
Dads
sure
Against Child Predators,
that
and
you
that's also
have
something
enough
that is
protein,
very popular online.
then
where
you'll start losing weight, especially if
like,
you're doing mostly
I pretty
vegetables and
much faked to
protein.
be a kid,
What type of protein are you
talked to
eating? How
some
much protein
pretty
are you getting? Are you getting
growing
enough
up with
protein?
them. And then
How much do you
now
weigh right now? And what's your
when
body
I call the police
composition?
and then
So
record
how much body fat do you have? How much muscle mass do you have? All this allows us to figure out, because it might not be a weight issue. Maybe you just want to lose some fat, but you don't mind if you lose weight. What if you were at your current weight but you didn't have any fat? That would make a big difference. So let's calculate that out real quick. We'll help you.
Oh, I haven't gotten any texts. Sorry, we're shooting some content right now at our gym.
I've done 3 separate live streams to test different titles because I haven't done that long enough.
Yeah, sure, man. Come on through.
So if we can get at least 4 more Tip Tuesdays, we'll be good with everything. That'll give us a lot of videos, and between skits and reservoir video, we can.
Yep, no problem.
I can try to schedule some stuff out.
Okay, what about the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday stuff?
Might just have to fill the space in the meantime with reservoir content. But if we get a chance to shoot more, then we'll shoot more. But we need to get those tip videos done, first and foremost. I'm a 24-year-old woman. I'm 62 kg. Height is 160. Okay, so, and what are you trying to cut down to? Tell me what weight you want to drop down to. I retitled the live stream weight loss advice, so someone's asking specific questions. Just waiting for the process saving time that live streams have to go through so they can hear what I'm saying. Maybe 50 kg. What? You want to drop down to 50 kg? I thought you meant you want to. She said she was 62 kg, and I thought I had asked, how much do you want to lose? She said 50 kg, and I was like,
You would like to be eating 25 pounds. Okay.
25 pounds only. So if you want to drop down to 50 kg and you're currently 62 kg, you are 160 centimeters tall, and you're 24 years old, and you're trying to drop.
Where is this person from that they're giving it to you in metric?
United Kingdom. What would you say? Female, that tall, that age, that weight, dropping 25
It's
pounds.
160 centimeters. What is that?
160 centimeters. I think it's around 5'2" or 5'3".
Use my conversion calculator. What was it?
160 centimeters.
5'3".
5'3". Nice. I'm smart.
So 5'3" and weighs what?
62 kg, wants to drop to 50 kg.
Okay, so we're trying to be like 115 pounds. What is the question?
She just wants to know how to lose weight. She's been eating healthy and goes to the gym 4 days a week and wants to drop those last 12 kg.
Okay, I guess the next question is, are you wanting all the weight you lose to be pure fat, or are we looking, or do you not care if we burn a little bit of muscle in the process? Because if you're wanting to just drop weight in general, that's pretty simple, is just to getting yourself into a calorie deficit each day. We'll drop the weight. There's no guarantee of what it is, if it's fat or muscle, or water weight, but you will drop that weight. Now, if you're wanting this weight to be pure fat, that's pure fat / water. That's going to be a little bit of a different approach. But considering most people don't want to lose muscle, what I would recommend is doing weighted carries as your cardio during fasted cardio, if that's an option. If you already do fasted cardio, or you haven't, or if you already do fasted cardio, then just make your fasted cardio weighted carries.
There you go.
You need to keep yourself in a zone 2 aerobically to keep yourself from
losing more
losing
muscle
and
than
eating muscle
oxidizing
and,
fat.
Yeah, and you pretty much just want to stay in that fat burn zone. Just moderate difficulty completing sentences.
There you go. So, she said thank you so much.
Very well.
So, that's one of you helped. Any more people who have questions, or if you have any more questions, we're more than happy to answer them. We're going to continue recording content, but load your questions up and we'll get to you.
I'm trying to think of
So we need 4 more training tips. So training Tuesdays. So we have ribs down. We just need 4 more. 4 more, very easy. Another big one is knees in, whether running, jogging, lifting, squatting, deadlifting. Knees in is a huge one.
Okay.
So, do you want that to be like he explains that as he's demonstrating that?
Yeah, instead of doing the hey.
Yeah, 'cause
Hey.
we already.
We already did that one. That one's a shtick. That's a gimmick to get the video to do better. This one will be more educational.
Okay.
So you just shoot him straight on, and then yeah, we'll go from there.
All right.
That's such a cute baby.
It is. Isn't it?
So, very commonly during squatting, deadlifting, any movement that requires squat or anything, really commonly people have a knee valgus movement, which is when your knees cave in interiorly on any part of the movement. And so what I would recommend for that is grabbing yourself a hip or glute band, and you're going to take this band, and we want to place it anywhere below our knees. Now, I recommend placing it just below the knees to start off right here, and then if you want to make it more difficult, you'll move your band downwards. But essentially, this is called pattern assistance. What we're going to be working on right here is we are not trying to overdo it by fighting the band all the way out. I am just wanting to constantly apply tension here. Notice that if I go down into a squat and I give myself any valgus, I begin to lose tension. I want my tension to remain constant through the entire range of motion. And so as I go down, my knees stay vertical, and I'm just applying a little bit of resistance to keep the band right there. Pull way down. Does that make sense? Pattern assistance. Trainer Tuesday.
Trainer Trip Tuesday. Now we
Well, it's not called that because I don't.
Crunch uses it. We'll just call it like
Tutorial Tuesdays?
Tutorial Tuesday. Whatever we. And we'll find even better names we got.
Is there anything that could be useful, like about balance, like how to?
Yeah. Another
stay
Tutorial
balanced?
Tuesday of like, oh, you were doing lunges and you lost your balance, or you're walking around or you're going upstairs, it's easy to lose your balance, or you just realize that you're unsafe. It's more fun.
Sure thing.
Because balance is good, right?
Yeah, balance is great. A lot of people don't have it. They don't train it, so they never have stability. If they're on a machine, they really don't have stability.
Okay, so next thing we're going to work on is helping people to get a little bit more stability or ground foot control. And so what I'm going to teach you guys today is for those of you who have a slight inversion in your feet, like myself. So I'm very flat-footed, as you can see. If I just plant my foot flat onto the floor, there is no arch there. It goes completely flat. With that, my foot is actually out of alignment, and my knees will naturally go inward, as you can see. Whenever your feet are flatter, foot caves, knees go inward. If you want to correct this from the ground up, rather than just abducting with your glutes, instead of just abducting with the glutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take my big toe, and if you watch, when I apply pressure in just my big toe, I create an arch in both of my feet, right here. So for those of you who are flat-footed, when you're squatting and having a little bit of a valgus movement, your valgus may not actually be from your glute medius not activating. It could very well be from your foot inversion. So if you are flat-footed, I challenge some of you guys to try to squat barefoot, take your big toe, and actively engage it into the ground, creating an arch for you, automatically fixing that valgus movement, allowing for your knees to be directly over your ankles.
Perfect. Okay, we got flat feet. We got, well, included with stability. We got knees caving. We have ribs down.
I don't know if it's like a tip or not, but like I know something I struggle with sometimes is like locking my knees up because I know you're not supposed to do that, right? When you're doing.
If you have the ability to hyperextend your knees, you potentially just might have EDS and just need to be a little bit more careful with certain movements. We think Cora might have EDS.
Is she really?
Her elbows and her knees can.
There's more of that?
Yeah.
And we've actually been really nervous on certain things because she'll do like, we take her onto like trampolines and stuff like that that have really uneven surfaces. And if you have EDS, you're supposed to not be on trampolines and stuff, but she does just fine.
Yeah.
She'll spend hours on trampolines. That's where we're like.
I mean, she trains from a young age into it. It's not gonna.
Yeah. So really, we just have to. We got to be kind of careful with her, but make sure that we're doing the right stuff with her to avoid hyperextension. But yeah.
We could always address a very stereotypical one of people shrugging when they're doing exercises, whether that's pressing, whether that's lateral raise, whether that's even deadlifts, where they don't emphasize keeping their upper back tight, they just shrug. Which I know is part of a very technical movement, especially if they're prepping, like early.
I'm not gonna say
pressing.
shrugging is pointless. Shrugging has its purpose. It's just not.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying when it's not necessary. Like if you're bench pressing and you shrug up,
Yeah.
if you're shoulder pressing and you're shrugging every time that you're pressing. Even those people who, when they're doing curls, they'll go.
I would say for the most part, if you're shrugging, it's typical in an exercise. I'm sitting here thinking about it. That usually means you have weak lats. If you're forcing to shrug yourself through something, you're utilizing the traps when they're not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Traps are a stability muscle.
Yeah.
So if you're utilizing it for additional stability, I would say your lats are probably weak.
So you want something.
Now that's not a guarantee, because
No.
your lats could be strong and you could have a weak, like scapular muscles, and it would be very similar situation.
Yeah, because they can't depress with their lower
Mhm.
lats. Do you want something a little bit more?
Because that could
That could argue.
yeah, that could vary.
We could talk about upper back rounding during other exercises because they don't know how to keep tight.
Yes.
Sorry to bother you again.
What is it?
The low row to face pull.
Ah, yes.
On this, right?
Yes, except for you want to do it on this one because you want it to be right at your sternum.
Any more questions, everybody?
Should I bring this one up?
Yep, you can bring that up.
Ask your questions.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What? Oh, it's like maybe something to have to do with posture.
Yeah, we could do something to improve posture.
Like how
That'd
to
be pretty simple for people who, for text, neck, and
I'm talking about your back, low back pain. Let's fix low back pain.
That one's easy.
That's
Super simple.
great. A lot of people have lower back.
All right. So low back pain, probably one of the biggest issues in America due to just trending levels of obesity and sedentary lifestyles. But when you have low back pain, your lower back is not injured. I want most people to understand that right now. 98, maybe 99% of the time, you have not injured your lower back. Your lower back is simply the victim of an imbalance. Usually, in my expertise, the cause of it is tight hips, right? So overly contracted, shortened hip muscles, while our lower back has become lax and is causing an anterior pelvic tilt. What that means, if you were to imagine your waistband here being a cup of water, anterior pelvic tilt looks like this, where we are dumping the water out the front. Posterior pelvic tilt looks like this, where it's dumping water out the back. What you want is to have a neutral flat cup. So what's happening in most cases is due to shortened hip muscles, we have an anterior pelvic tilt like this. This causes shear stress right here on the lower back. How we can fix this is we can loosen our hips up. We can go through mobility and stretches to loosen up your hip flexors and give your lower back a little bit of relief. But stretching your lower back is not the answer here. For most of you, you need to loosen up your hip flexors. So whether that be doing press-ups, seal stretches, stretching out your hip flexors in a lunge, whatever the case may be, loosening up anteriorly your hips and your rectus abdominis is going to be your biggest bet at relieving lower back pain. So give it a shot.
Perfect. So we got lower back pain. We have flat feet instability. We have ribs down,
There was the band.
knee cave. So flat feet stability, knee cave, ribs down, lower back pain. One more. A lot of people have neck pain because different muscular imbalances, just because of posture, sitting at a computer all day. So there are tons of different corrective exercises that they could just do while at the office to stand up and re-engage those muscles to push back into proper posture to reduce the pain. We could do that. Or we could even just go completely off fixing smaller things, and we could do Technical Tuesday. We can go over a lift. We can go over something simple as a bicep curl, a squat, a Bulgarian split squat. We can do something more complex, like, what do you call them? What was it called? Tennis swings with a kettlebell?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
We could go over something more advanced. This is just a Technical Tuesday. So it's just stuff that people can fix, and here's some quick advice and quick solutions that would get them on the right path. And if it's something more advanced and more unique just due to different movement patterns or maybe a previous injury or some other condition, we can get more in depth. Maybe they come by, ask us about it, sign them up, fix them up. So we can go over anything. Definitely doing some of them more.
Tuesday.
No, Technical Tuesday.
I was about to say,
Not alternative Tuesday.
Technical Tuesday. Try single arm or try single limb exercises or unilateral exercises to
Balance.
To engage your core through an entire exercise.
Okay, core
Or
engagement.
to double down on
Staying braced through the whole thing. Proper form, proper posture.
double down on your core strength and try lifting doing unilateral lifts.
Okay, so let's think of a hook real quick for that, because that'd be the point of the video, is Technical Tuesday is...
Double down on core strength.
If you want to double down on core strength...
Incorporate some unilateral lifts unilateral lifts working rotation / anti-rotation.
Is there maybe like an exercise you could list that's an example in case people don't know?
In my mind, we'll set up a very small circuit for you to run through as you talk about it so they can see examples. So what 3 exercises would you want to fundamentally throw on? Because you can reverse flexion or extension, lateral flexion, and then rotation.
Single arm bench.
Single arm bench.
Single arm kettlebell swings.
Single arm kettlebell swing. Then you just want to do like a suitcase carry off to the side. Do you want to do a single arm deadlift?
Do single arm suitcase carries.
Okay, let's run through that. Which dumbbell do you want over here? Which kettlebell do you want here?
Just give me a 45 over here.
45 over here, and then...
Do you want me to record it? Are you recording me doing it with both hands and then one hand, or just doing all
one hand all the way through, and then after we're done filming, because you don't want to... Yeah, I know that we're both OCD, so you're not just going to do just one arm, but for the sake of the video, we're just going to get you to run the circuit. So if you want to do 3 reps here, 3 reps there, and then 3 reps on the 3 reps on the suitcase carry. If you want to walk it down somewhere and finish somewhere, you just follow him and just try to keep his face in it the entire time.
And one take.
And just
That's
one take?
What I was thinking,
So let me grab you a kettlebell. Nothing too heavy, but something that you don't, because you're going to be talking, the last thing you need to really focus on is looking like it's heavier. Do you want your 44 or do you want your 18?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
One of those is heavy for swimming.
You say that, but we did doubles with the 100. All right, so I got the kettlebell right here in front of the plyo box, and then do you want to do suitcase carry with a plate, or do you want to do?
that 35-pound plate over there.
Okay.
Am I gonna be in your way?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
That black 35-pound plate will sit every day.
Every day, bro. And I will set this just next to the medicine ball. And now you're ready to go. So I'm gonna get out of the way. Hi, everybody. Any more questions? Anything like that? Anything you guys want to add or ask? We're here.